Hello, everybody. Michelle with Triangle Social Media here, social soundbites with Michelle, social media tips. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about networking. So it's something that many of us do. It's a very important part of our business practices because it's events, workshops, meetups, and etc., where we meet people and build relationships. Maybe get some referrals going and recommendations. But it's just an important part. And actually, I love networking. I think it's fun. It's a great opportunity to spend time with friends that you've made in your different business circles. And so I just wanted to invite you to share maybe your favorite networking events that you like to participate in. There's a lot of great ones out there, lots of opportunities. And of course, I wanted to invite you to some that I know about, that I participate in, and that I enjoy. I'm going to do a screen share here and just talk through a few things. So let's do that. Screen share. Here we go. All right. So the first thing I'd like to do is come on over here to a simple Google Doc. By the way, I love Google Docs. They're a great way to stay organized, and they help me with different lists. And so I have compiled this list, which it is a public viewable Google Doc that I sometimes share with people, and I'll put it in the thread of this video. But for me, it helped me to stay organized as far as chronological things that I might be doing, hosting or co-hosting, etc., on a regular basis. And so, of course, every Wednesday at noon, I do Social Soundbites business interviews. And if you're interested in being interviewed, I'd love to have you on the show. I just got done with an interview with my friend Kathy Barrett, who is an author, and she has 3 books that she has authored. And so I invite you to check out that video, connect with Kathy, learn about her amazing stories that she creates. And then every Wednesday at 12:30, I go on again and just share some tips, which, it may have to do with a suggestion or a question that I got. It may have to do with the graphics that I like to use as talking points, or just something that's, relevant and happening. And so what's been on my mind recently is networking. Really, always. I'm always thinking about the next opportunity because, again, it's a great vehicle for building relationships. And so there's a lot of things that go into how to act, what to do, what to say, which ones to participate in, and all of that. And so that's another whole topic of discussion. But I think that the bottom line is it's important for your business to be doing networking. And so that comes in different forms. It could be one-on-one, right, with someone. It could be an actual networking event, live and in person. It could be a virtual event. It could be a paid seat specific type of group. And the list goes on. But let me just go through this list. So Wednesdays, I just shared with you about social sound bites. And then, and these are ones, and there's plenty more. I'm going to show you a few places to look at more. Thursdays, my friend Helena and I have been on a break for quite some time with things happening in the personal life that, put a pause. But usually we would go every Thursday at 5 p.m. In the group Social Studio with Helena and Michelle. And so invite you to join that group, and we should be coming back hopefully this Thursday. And in that particular event, we invite people to come on and talk about their business and share some tips. And it could be from any industry. So if you're interested in a few minutes to share about your business in that group, please let me know. Glow, Garner League of Women, is a wonderful meetup, normally in person, was in person, back virtual, hopefully coming back in person, where we get together for lunch, a speaker, some networking, and it's just a great way. And you don't have to live in Garner to participate, but most of the people, it's convenient when we're doing in person. It is somewhere in the Garner area because that's, the group meant for Garner, but open to anyone who wants to come. So, and there is one coming up, and it's virtual this Thursday. So I will show you more details about that in a second. This is kind of the general recurring information with links to join the groups, etc. That specific event info is going to be in, as well as other places. It's on Facebook. It's on LinkedIn, because Glow has a LinkedIn group. It also has a Facebook group. And so sometimes people forget, there's lots of groups on LinkedIn. So explore, search, and join the groups that are pertainable to you. So then there's Business Owners Meetup. My friend Susan and I co-host this, and it's for a while now. With COVID, we've been doing virtual, but we are excited to announce we'll be sharing it this week. After this week, after for October's meetup, we're actually going to be coming back to in person, and we're excited to be meeting. We always would meet in Cary, a few different venues in Cary, so we're sticking to that genre. And we are happy to be announcing that we'll be meeting at Johnny's Pizza in Cary, meeting up in the loft. And, we can have lunch and network and have speakers and just get back to in-person networking there. So looking forward to that. And then there's Raleigh Business Networking Group, which looking right now for a venue, would like to have an in-person evening meetup. And so that's kind of on hold. If you have a suggestion for venues, I've been kind of searching and asking around, would like to stick in the Raleigh area. So, there's some possibilities there, but would love to hear your feedback on that one. And then, of course, there's types of networking events where you're learning, you're going to workshops, right? You may be networking, but you're also really digging into some topic and learning. And I offer that once a month. I do social media workshops on the first Friday of every month. And so I have, changed the way I do that, recently, I guess this last quarter, with the first portion of it being broadcast to 8 different places on StreamYard. And then the second half is special for the members of the social media coaching club that I have. And so there's more information there about that. But the next 2 meetings, workshops are planned. And so for November, it's all about your content, mastering content. And there's a lot of thoughts that go into and strategies creating content. And so I'd love to invite you to that and hopefully help you to sharpen your content creation skills. And then in December, we're going to talk about holidays and business and how, going through the holiday season may be an astronomical boost for your business, or you may be hearing crickets. So we're going to talk a little bit about ideas to keep moving forward during that holiday season. And then, of course, there's the Small Business Marketing Expo, and the date is still to be announced, but just a heads up, it's coming soon. And, I'll be announcing about that, but I just really enjoy that. It's a great time where I invite several, maybe 8 or 10 speakers that have expertise in their field with marketing, all coming together to teach and share and encourage. And we can learn a lot about many different things in one event. So look forward to sharing more details about that coming soon. So this particular document, like I said, I am going to put the link in the thread of this video so you could save this if there's anything here that pertains to you, you want to click and join the group or click and see the thing. Happy to share. So let's hop over here to Facebook. And so here we are on my Facebook page. And as you know, well, there's the live video right there playing. But in any business Facebook page, if you look at the top right here, depending on what template you have, the order might be different, right? We've got classes, which is a newer feature, and then you still have events. So there's events, which includes classes as well as any kind of networking event. So I'm going to click on that and just show you, this is the view where for Triangle Social Media, any events that I'm hosting, co-hosting will be listed here. Okay. And so the things I just mentioned, some of those are going to be right here. So here's Virtual Glow, and that is with Trinity Greger, Garner League of Women, and she's going to be speaking. Now there is an Eventbrite, so there's a lot more than 3 people going, but this is the Facebook event, which I find that even though we have the Eventbrite, it's still good to do a Facebook event because it helps expand the reach of that event. And so we put the registration link inside the Facebook event. Hope that you might consider joining us coming up this week, tomorrow. All right, then there's Business Owners Meetup, the one I already mentioned. We've got that coming up. It's Zoom this time, and starting in November and forward, will be at Johnny's Pizza in Cary. And so then the next thing, and this is all chronological, Let me click see more. The next two social media workshops that I mentioned are listed here. I invite you to join, participate. To participate in those, all you need to do is visit the group. Join the group if you're not a member, Triangle Social Media Meetups. And I'm going to click on this event just to kind of show you inside the event. Of course, this is the admin view where you see all the extra things. Hosted by, of course, me, Triangle Social Media. And in the details here, I recommend that you have your laptop or your phone ready, because sometimes the steps or the strategies that we talk about, you could apply them right away. Why not? Right. So have your things ready to apply what you're learning, and hopefully, build your business that way. And then I have information here. As I said, the first portion is shared. The second portion is for the Social Media Coaching Club, and that's a private Facebook group. But let me click on here and just visit Triangle Social Media Meetups, which is a private group. And, we'll go in here and I will share, either social media tips or invites for everyone to share about your business in different ways, because we have different platforms. And you see this frequently in groups, share your Facebook page or share your whatever it is. And so that's definitely part of it. But I think that it's important to have a place where you can connect with people, but you can also share value. And so let's see, what do I have here? This is the actual live. It's being broadcast here. So I broadcast in 8 different places through StreamYard, and this is, of course, one of them. And so for that workshop that I mentioned, all you need to do is, you'll see it in different places, but for simplicity, just come to the group, and all you have to do is watch. And you can comment right there in the thread of the video, and I'll see your comments. If you have questions while I'm talking about things, I'll be happy to answer them during the workshop. So that's that. I wanted to show you that. I love glass rock. So this is my cover photo. It's not social media related. It's just pretty, and I like it. And of course, there's a big pink rock right there. And I am all about the pink. So let's hop over here to the next thing I have open. So this is, of course, the Facebook homepage, right? And so when you are on Facebook and you're looking at this homepage and you see all these things and options on the left side, there's events, right? So you click on events, and what are we going to see here? You're going to see some options on the left: your events, birthdays, notifications, create an event. And if you scroll down, you're going to see your upcoming events. So these are things I've been invited to or hosting, kind of combined. So some of these I'm not hosting. I may not even be attending, but it's going to be listed there if somebody invited me. Okay. And I can click see all to expand that. Networking Women of the Triangle. Wow. I need to look at that. I haven't been to one of their events in a while. I know they were on break for some time. If you're not a member, I recommend that Facebook group, and it's a great networking group. A lot of wonderful women in that. Okay, so you can come down here and scroll at all the different topics and find events based on these words, these topics, these genres. So, if you're looking to network and you're not sure where to start, here's one idea that you could come. Then, of course, in the main page, you've got discover. You're going to look at all the top events, what's happening this week, what are just online events, and just peruse through and see what looks interesting to you. You may find some wonderful pop-up ideas. Maybe you have a product-based business and you want to find pop-ups, and so you can find the events here. And by the way, my friend Amy has a wonderful pop-up in North Raleigh off Durant Road. It's called North Raleigh Community Market. It's on the second Saturday of every month from 10 to 3. If you have a product in particular, she's got a lot of artisans and crafters and beautiful handmade things. And so, there are other genres there, but I think that's like the main focus. But definitely reach out or reach out to me or find it on Facebook. Just look for North Raleigh Community Market. Okay, so there's that. And so that's another way, idea, avenue, pathway to find events. What about LinkedIn? So on LinkedIn, this is my LinkedIn. And if we're not connected here, I'd love to connect with you. Let's just look over here. So on the left column, you will see I have Triangle Social Media. I have a business page on LinkedIn. and some others that I help to manage. And then scrolling down, these are recent things, right? And then look at all the groups. So look for groups on LinkedIn and you'll find events that way, and also just great groups to collaborate in. And then, of course, the actual event tab is right here. So look at this, click see all, and you've got all of these events that are advertised on LinkedIn. You may also see them on Facebook. And of course, I always recommend the Rockstar Events. They have them all over the place. So wherever you live, you can find a rock star. And those are a lot of fun. And I have found a lot of value by attending those. And so I'm always on the lookout for local, and there's, the downtown, the Briar Creek, the RTP, Clayton, they're all over. So, yeah, I love that. And then, scroll through Business and Bourbon. That was fun. I went to that, I guess that was last quarter. That was my first time ever. That was pretty amazing. And they travel around. Some of these things travel around. Okay, so now we're looking at the past. And so, yeah, some of these are past. And you can create an event here on LinkedIn. I think I notice a lot of people don't take advantage of that, including myself. So I think that's a great challenge to take advantage of. But yeah, I'm seeing that these are the past events, and that's fine. You can see what's been happening, and click on that. You may find the next one's being planned. So there's LinkedIn. What other things do you do? Are you in a seat specific type of group? So let's just look at, so I am in a WIN group, a Women in Networking group, and this is the Facebook page for the group, okay? And so let me just toggle to look at it as myself to clean it up a little bit. And so look at these beautiful faces. Now we can't see them all, which is the disappointing part, because Facebook, the size of the photo versus the actual photo, it was hard to squeeze them all in. Now, if you scroll down, and I invite you to please like and look at this page and check it out. So here, of course, here's the post, and we can click on it and we can see all the people. And here's a plug for tagging. I created this graphic, and everyone who I was able to, I tagged. And there's a lot of beautiful faces in here. And so it's just a great, wonderful networking group where we support, encourage each other, and of course, help with referrals when we have opportunity. You may be in a WIN group. Those are also located different areas. But WIN is just one of many paid groups. There's BNI groups. And so I like to visit on Visitors Day. Recently, I subbed for my friend Laura. She owns Web Luminary at Laura Simpson, and her BNI is at the Triangle Shooting Academy. That was pretty amazing. Great group of people. And so, that's something I like to do. Either sub, maybe come to the Visitors Day and explore what other groups are out there. Who else can you meet, right? What other connections can you make? What other kind of groups do you attend? It could be an actual BNI is a little bit more formal. There's an agenda, there's a process. Whereas an open networking is, just meeting casually, conversing, maybe enjoying a drink together. And sometimes there might be a speaker, but not always. And then, of course, online groups that you're in, and that you're networking online and you're collaborating online and within the platforms. So there's so many different ways to network, and there's so many different opportunities and possibilities. So I'm going to stop the share for a moment here. Let's remove that. I'd love to hear your feedback on what groups you enjoy participating in, what ideas you have or suggestions you have for people, whether it be a Facebook group that you find is a great place to collaborate and you just want to list your group, go ahead and do that, or one that you know of. I need to also mention Holly Springs Small Business Networking, which I had planned to attend this morning and totally missed. I overslept, to be honest with you, but they are interesting in that they have on the second Wednesday, they meet in the morning, right? 9 a.m. at Bombshell Brewery in Holly Springs. And then on the fourth Wednesday, they meet in the evening at the Block on Main in the co-working station. So there's a little bit for people who can only meet in the morning, or they can only meet in the evening, or whatever works for their schedule. And so that's another great group. I recommend them as well. I hope that this might have been helpful for you. I'd love to hear your feedback. Otherwise, you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next Wednesday at 12:30. Social Soundbites with Michelle, social media tips. Bye-bye now.